Welcome back to Saja's Garden. I'm the gardening realtor. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. And if you're returning, welcome back. So today we're going to be harvesting some more tomatoes. I have a lot of Roma tomatoes that are ready to be harvested. I also have a good amount of large red cherry tomatoes. I want to make some tomato sauce and I'm going to can it for long storage. So let's go. This is called sun scald. This happens whenever the tomato is facing the sun for long periods of time, and it actually burns the skin. So you can still eat it as long as the inside isn't exposed and nothing is inside. You can still eat it, but that is what that is, sun scald. Look at all of these. If you ever harvest a tomato and you see this, that is just mushroom that has dried up. It's perfectly fine. As you can see right here, there's some more mushroom. So when it dries up and it touches your tomato, that is what it looks like. I have a lot of tomatoes. Look at all of this. Full basket. And I went ahead and pulled these because they already started the ripening process. And it has been extremely hot lately, so I don't want anything to split them. There is still a lot more. I'm wondering if I think I'm gonna go ahead and get it because I don't want anything damaging them. I need another basket. All right, got another basket. This is another case of sun scald. It's still perfectly fine though. This is what happens when you leave it on the vine and then either it's really hot outside or it rains unexpectedly, or you get a large increase of water. They start to expand and then they split. All right, I think this is all I'm gonna get for now. So all I'm gonna do is get some water. I cleaned this sink out really good. I filled it up with some cool water, not cold, but cool water. You could do cold if you'd like. I'm just gonna put a little bit of vinegar in here. We're gonna do a little vinegar wash just to make sure that these tomatoes are good and clean. If you can remember, whenever I harvested one of them, they actually had pieces from a mushroom. So we want to make sure that we get these tomatoes washed really nicely. And then I'm only going to have it in here for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're going to take them out, rinse them good, and I'm going to put them in the oven to roast a little bit. While I'm rinsing these, I'm also going to be taking the tops off of these, and they just come off really easy. You just gently do that and it comes right off. And then I will definitely put these in the compost because they break down. The tomatoes that still have green on them, I'm actually not going to make anything out of this. I'm gonna let it fully ripe, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and get it cleaned off. So I actually changed my mind. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just use this juicer. I'm gonna just try it and let's see how things work out. This will make things a little bit easier and cut the time in half. Then if I don't like it, then with the next batch I have, I'll just go ahead and put it in the oven. I have this. This is going to catch the pulp. This is gonna catch the juice, and I'll put the juice in here. So let's see how it goes. Okay. It's working. All right, that's enough. We are literally almost at a gallon. Gallon is right there. So what I'm gonna do now is put this in a pot and just let it simmer until it gets a little bit thicker because there is a lot of water in here. I'm gonna let it simmer on low until it gets a little bit thicker. Let's stir it up a little bit. And then I'll also put a little bit of basil because I dried some basil. So I'll put that in there as well after it's completely done cooking. All right, so I just got out of Walmart. I purchased these 1 quart jars. Oh, this is a good size. I use a lot of sauce whenever I am, you know, making pasta and things, and I don't want to take up a lot of space with a bunch of little jars. So I went ahead and got these, and it is 12 of them. Let's head home and check on the tomato sauce. It has been simmering for a good while now. I put it on the stove last night, but then I realized I was sleepy, so I put it in the fridge, and then I started it back up at 7 a.m. this morning. It is now 11:30, and it has reduced by a little more than half. So that was a lot of water in there. I have also been scooping out the foam. The white stuff that's on the top of the tomato sauce as it's simmering is the foam that I've been scooping out. And I've just been scooping it out and putting it on this little plate right here. You can really keep the consistency how you would prefer. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take it out at this consistency because it's not too watery. It is actually a little thicker. I'm going to grab a ladle and just see how it pours. Oh. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it in there for a little bit, just a little bit longer. Maybe another 30 minutes and we'll come back and see how it looks. All right, so I think we've got it. As the tomato sauce is actually cooling down, it's actually going to get a lot thicker. So let's take a look at it. Look at that, that looks rich. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on low, and then I'll put in some basil and some salt. I actually harvested a lot of basil from my garden last week, and I actually dried it, and this is what it looks like. This is all the basil. I still have a little bit more in my dehydrator. Strong. Okay. All right, so I think we are good for now. We're gonna go ahead and try to fill it up. I thought it would be way more. So I think I'll only be able to fill up maybe one of these and a half of another, or if it's just one of these, it's fine. I have so many more that's frozen in the fridge. In the freezer, I'm actually gonna show you really quick. So we have this bag, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So half of one, and then another one right here. So that it is safe to go ahead and can, we need to add some acidity. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put them in their own jars, and then I'll just add acidity after that. And I have a bottle of lemon juice, so that's what we're gonna use. After I open them and use them whenever I'm cooking, that's when I'll go ahead and season them. If you would like to do it differently, you can. This is just how I'm gonna go ahead and do it for now, and then we'll go from there. All right, so for 1 pint, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and this is gonna balance out the acidity, make it safe to go ahead and can. So the reason why we add lemon juice is actually not for the taste. It's actually to prevent the growth of like dangerous bacteria while you're storing it. So what we're going to do after we open it, that is when we're going to add in our seasoning. If it is a little too tangy from the lemon juice, then we're going to add a little sugar. And you can kind of just play around with it, add what you need based on what you like, on the taste that you like. And then we are going to close it, but not too tight. We're going to leave a little bit of room where you could do that if you need to. And this is going to force all the extra air bubbles that may be in here. And we're going to boil it. And then when you take it out, make sure that you sit it on a towel so that it doesn't touch any like cold surface, because if it does, it will explode on you and you don't want that. And then you're good. You can store it for a year if you need to. So I did not expect that much water to be in this tomato sauce, but it's okay. I have a lot more to go. This is just what I did for you guys. So since this did not fill up the entire thing, I actually have something I'm going to use this for today. So I won't be water bathing this or putting any lemon juice in it. The only reason we put lemon juice in it is if you want to store it for long-term use. According to USDA guidelines, you want to make sure that you get bottled lemon juice. It is better to obtain the level of acidity that you need, just to make sure that no bacteria grows. So you want to make sure that your jars are completely submerged in the water and let it boil for at least 30 minutes. This has been boiling for a while and the water has evaporated. And don't forget to lay a towel down. You don't want this to come in contact with any cold surface. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to be part of an amazing gardening community, head on over to Facebook, type in Prosper and Plant, and I will see you over there.